Follow car number 61. Green. Okay, Alex, decent start. We can build something from here. Yellow flag. You've got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there, just ignore it. Green flag, incident clear. You're locking your fronts going into turn 14. P18. The gap to 17th place ahead is increasing. It's now 2.9. The car in front of us is Makowski, car number 15. Well done, Alex. Nice move, mate. The next car is Lucas, car number 14. Digging. This isn't over yet. 16th place. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, Phillips, car number 667 is now in the lead. The gap to 14th ahead is now 1.0 seconds. Okay Alex, keep it nice and smooth, come on, let the race come to us. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The car in front is Schmieder, car number 1. You had some minor aero damage, stay out, it's not that bad. Inoda, car number 722, is leading the race. Nice and smooth, don't overdrive the car. P12, you need to push if we're going to hold this position. Yellow flag. Incident clear, back to green flag. We're seeing right front locking into turn 5. Okay Alex, the next car is Georgiev, car number 777. Left rear tyre looks a little hot. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. 13th place. Yellow flag. You've had quite a lot of aero damage, you might need to come in and get it fixed. Incident clear, green flag. Right, the guy ahead of us is car number 296. Your front brakes are pretty hot now. Fastest lap for Inoda, 146.02. has gone off in turn 4. Sector 2's green. Last lap. P11. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate. Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Alright, Alex. We've got 24 minutes to do the business. We need to get some heat into these brakes. Your tyres are cold. Watch out. Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag. Yellow flag. Incident clear, green flag, P5. Blue flag. Yellow flag, green flag, sector 3. And that's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Green flag, you're clear. You're locking your right front going into turn 10. The leader's just done a 144.13. Green flag, sector 2. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag in sector 2. P6. Tyre temperatures are okay. Yellow flag. You're clear of the incident. Green flag. Green flag, sector 2. Your front brakes are getting pretty hot. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 1 is yellow, sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag, green flag, you're clear of the incident. Good lap, that's your best in the session. Your lap time was at 1:53.64. Blue flag. Yellow flag, stay sharp.
And we're back, live from the Fletcher front yard.
Looks like Phil's doing his own fertilising this season.
Let's see if he can execute.
It's for Mercedes-AMG every week, different circuit, different team maybe, but the same car.
Okay, Alex, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Inside out.
Inside out, absolutely, and that's the advantage the factory guys have, is they know these cars inside out, so it's one less thing they have to think about, and they can drive naturally, which is how you get the most out of yourself. So yeah,
A 26 strong grid. Of course, normally opening round, Alton Park, Easter weekend, and last year not exactly nice weather. It was a rather tough start to the season, let's say. This year the decision taken to bring the cars to a different sort of circuit, and if not open as the cars go quite narrow, tight and demanding circuit markings of last year. So we're about to see if that plan of shifting circuits for the opening round really works. We know that Donington can produce drama, no question about it, but this promises to be a cracking championship season. Chapter 1 of the story is about to be written. The lights on red on the gantry will be changed in a moment, and then British GT 2025 will be go. It is blast off, and a good start made by Charles Dawson. Kevin Say tries to move across and get the line for the corners up the inside line. Dives Alex Martin, has a cheeky look, that didn't work. Charles Dawson leaves the door slightly ajar, if not open, as the cars go on the top of the Crater curves for the first time. Dawson bolts in the lead, he's getting away. Up to second place, Alex Martin. Kevin Say hung out to drive in on the outside line, he's down to third. Morgan Tilbrook fourth, but a good start by Dawson.
yeah, that's the start he wanted to get. We know if he got through turn 1 clean, he's got the pace to run away. In theory, looking at the qualifying times yesterday, so yeah, clean start for Dawson.
Matt Topham's on the move in number 1, Lamborghini up alongside the black and pink McLaren and Mark Smith, who fights back. Look there in the background on the inside line, retakes the place. What's going on in GT4? It is number 19, Mark Warren in the lead. You can see already the difference in pace between GT3 and GT4, how it's two distinct races, two distinct packs already.
8 seconds of that difference, you know, it's going to be, what, 10 laps, and then they'll be lapping each other, so yeah, that's when it's going to get a bit crazy.
To say the least. Out of the S's they come for the first time. Jacopo Petrovelli, number 7, Aston Martin, bouncing over the curb. Richard Neary likewise. Nick Jones goes through the Porsche. Andrew Howard in the Aston goes by. Mark Warren doing a really good job in the opening stages to get away from the opposition in GT4. Big dive by Matt Topham up the inside, number 1. The Lamborghini from Barwell goes ahead now and secures the place away from Mark Smith. I mentioned at the start of the race, number 17, the Harry George McLaren from GT4 was being looked at for whatever happened on its way to the grid. The team manager is being summoned to race control, and that's never a good sign.
No, and I wonder what it could be. Maybe it's like being late to the grid or some sort of time constraint issue. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's a strange one.
So there's your GT4 leader, number 19, that is Mark Warren. Second look, Ravi Rami into BMW, Ed McDermott third. So nice jumbled order within the class. And of course the Lotuses are having to carve their way through. Aidan Leeds is up into 21st, and there's clearly a problem for number 17 McLaren because it's not yet gone through at the end of the opening lap. So Harry George has got a problem, and whatever it was that stopped it on its way to the grid, I rather fear it's electrical, because it has created a slow lap into the pit lane. So number 17, not only is there a visit to race control from the team manager, and the cars in the pit lane clearly with a problem. Meanwhile, in GT3, looking back from Morgan Tilbrook's McLaren, and behind is the Aston Martin of Jacopo Petrovelli. Now onto a nice fast part of the circuit, and then hard on the brakes, James, down to the S's here.
Indeed, and that's one of the starts I've never seen for a GT, which I think everyone's got the championship in mind. It's round one, everyone wants to get points on the board, and it is a 2-hour race, so it's not going to be won in the first corner, even though some people think it is won in the first corner. So yeah, very clean start, which is good to see.
Interesting little battle as well, isn't it, between McLaren and Aston Martin. Giacomo Petrobelli staying in touch with Morgan Tilbrook, trying to work out where his car may be stronger, where McLaren might have the edge, as it's Mercedes, Lamborghini, Mercedes 1, 2 and 3. Nick Jones on his toes, getting up past Mark Smith. That's a bold move, and the Porsche coming off the last left-hander of Goddard's. Leaders go by. Charles Dawson 1.2 seconds clear of Alex Martin, who is now, if you like, unleashed, going after that Mercedes.
Yeah, and that number 9 McLaren in P11 was got overtaken by the Porsche. You know, it's worth saying that they had floor damage yesterday in qualifying that they haven't been able to repair. So if they do lack pace, that could be the reason why.
Yeah, the aero will be slightly compromised, won't it? And certainly Mark Smith is having to drive around the problem. Very wide there goes Andrew Howard. Ice cream magnate, Mark Warren leading GT4, and he's escaping up the road, isn't he? Ravi Ramid is second, Ed McDermott is third, fourth vacancy, the Porsche of Jamie Autumn. But the gap here that Mark Warren has got is over 2 seconds.
Yeah, and I think the GT4s, from what I was talking to people like Adam, is BOP changes have been quite significant.